Hey guys, it's Sean Bob back with a new video in our free-to-play series. Today's episode is basically just me starting my Kanna and leveling it up. So unfortunately there won't be many scenes of me making mesos yet, or seeing massive gains. But I'll be summarizing what I've done up to now on this account and talking about how my progression will go. I'm not sure if I will dedicate massive amounts of time to this account, because I do want to progress on my main as well, but I don't have a lot of time. I decided to make this series a bit more structured, so I added dates to the beginning of each day and a summary of what I did, something like this. So as you guys can see, my first day on this character was just really me transferring equips for my buck. The 4 storage slot really annoyed me in this episode. I had to relog at least 5 times on my buck to get everything I wanted. So just rambling on, you guys may have seen from my dilemma that I got a bit bored of playing bucks. It's not really a class that I enjoyed that much. The reason I made a Kanna is because in the current meta, I think a farming class is necessary for any new player in this game, and I think it'll be fun to try gear up through this method rather than through the conventional slow progression. Mesos is worth a lot at the moment, so being able to farm efficiently will prove to be invaluable. There's currently a YouTuber called Sacrix or Sacrix, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he goes through how he farms mesos with the 0 class. So make sure to check out his channel if you're more interested to learn about the specifics about meso farming. So my progression will look something like this. So I will start by getting my filler equips, and then work towards an 100% meso gear, and then go for the 80% item drop, and then finally fund the proper class with the mesos that I earn on this character. I'll probably get to around 15 to 20k stat, and hell no, I'm not maining this class. This is like the 5th Kanna that I've made. And yeah, sorry that this series might seem a bit dull, but I really believe this is the best way to start in 2020. As I've mentioned, I'm not maining this class. This is literally going to be a farming class for a new main. I haven't really figured out what class I wanted to make my main, but I'll think about that later. It's not really a huge problem to think about now. Alright, a new day. So this is a list of the stuff that I went through today. And oh my gosh, trade restriction again. Anyways, what's a better way of spending the 250 mil that I've earned so hard in the past 3 weeks on this account than to blow it all on RNG? Seriously, I knew that this wouldn't be a cost efficient way to progress, but I wanted to have some fun and blow some money. I was aiming for the increased drops by a large amount line, which is essentially a 2x drop off, and keep watching to see if I actually roll it or not. So I mentioned that I haven't figured out what main character I was going to make on this account. What I might do is later on I might create a poll and see what classes are popular, or like what classes you guys want to see me play, and pick from those. I haven't actually tried a lot of characters past 5th job, so I'm keen to try some new classes and see how it goes. Hey, we did it! Finally. That took too much mesos. I still had some leftover odors, so I just decided to pop them all open and then extract the ones that I don't really need. At least I finally got my essential 2x drop off. I found a cheap Chaos Root Abyss hat that had decent flames on it, so I immediately went to buy that. I also went to search for the other Chaos Root Abyss equips, but I couldn't find any for cheap with decent flames, so I decided to wait until the future to get that, since it's not really something that I necessarily need at the moment. I also got some other pretty cool lands from my familiars, so I decided to go get my 2nd slot as soon as I can, so I can take advantage of those as soon as possible. You guys probably saw in my familiar guide video that the Lith Harbour badges are ridiculously easy to get. Unfortunately, it did take me quite a lot longer on this character because I didn't really have much drop offs, and I think it took around 20-30 minutes on this, but on my main it took only like 10-15 minutes. And yes, got my badge. Now I don't really have to worry about my 2nd familiar slot anymore. The next familiar slot will be unlocked at 10 badges, which is something that's a bit more long term, so I won't worry about that for now. So for the rest of the video, I just went to grind on the gold beach monsters. I grinded to level 32, and for this day I was actually bothered to record each moment when I leveled up, but I think in my future episodes or my future days I wasn't really bothered to do that, so yeah. And also I went to pick up a pet from the auction house. Pets are really important for new players, and it's only like a 12 million investment, so make sure to do that when you're starting the game. Alright, my third day on this account. So from my summary, you guys probably saw that I didn't really do much today. I just grinded to level 53 really. I went through the Gold Beach storyline and that put me to around level 40, level 43 or something. And then I just went Drake's after and grinded it out until level 53. There's not much action early game in terms of making mesos, but that's expected because you don't have any like ways of making mesos early on. The only thing I can really do right now is try and get to level 200 as fast as I can, and then from there start doing my dailies, which will get me mesos. Alright, that was a very boring day yesterday. Today I play a lot more. First I grind to level 60 and then get my third job advancement, which means finally I have Kishin. Yay! For those of you who don't really know what Kishin is, it's basically a skill that reduces the spawn timer on each map. So it will really help me increase my levels. That's also the reason why Kanna is a really good farming class. I won't really need to invest in wild totems later because I have Kishin on this character. And I was rambling on too much earlier, so I didn't get to talk about the juniper flowers that I bought from the auction house. So basically I just bought a lot of those because I wanted to level up my herb mining to level 10 as soon as I can. That way I can farm juniper berry seeds every day and earn a lot of mesos from that. So from level 70 to 83 I stayed at Sandrats. Nothing much to say, it's an amazing map. Alright, a new day. So today is the first day I actually start farming some juniper berries, and I'll also clear Zakim. So I went to the auction house to buy more juniper flowers so that I can continue to level up my herb mining. And I was level 5, so I had a 50% chance success rate of farming the junipers, and I decided to take that, so I started grinding it out. As I get closer to level 10, it will just only keep going higher. I'm participating in the Celestial Festival event, and obviously Celestial Surge is a way to go. It gives up to 2 times EXP for 3 hours, 4 hours I think, so that's generally what you want to do if you want to grind one character at a time. I went Roy's to train after level 82 all the way to level 90, and then I went to pop a rune at Sandrats and then go to Zakim. This is the way that is most efficient for you to get EXP from Zakim. And clearing just the arms gave me 7 levels. It got me all the way from level 90 to 97 in literally 2 minutes. It's literally the best thing you can do. Yeah, whoops, I was a bit busy today. So again, what I did was I popped the rune and then I killed the Zakim's arms and I got to level 101, which is 4th job for me. I did herb mining for around 5-10 minutes and then I hopped off for the day. Alright, much better. So I started off today going through the entire 200 fatigue bar worth of farming, and I got around 50 juniper berries. I trained at Robos until level 120, so this is clips of me grinding it out. Fortunately today there were a lot of MVPs, so I was really lucky because I had 1.5 times EXP most of the time. When I hit level 105, I decided to try Monster Park, and I cleared it within 3-4 minutes on my Kanna, which is not bad because it's a completely it has no equips basically on this account. I went back to Robos to grind it out for a bit more. Alright, so my first mesos that I made on this character through juniper berries. I popped the rune again and then I went back to Zakim, and then yeah, I got a few more levels. And this is actually my very first Zakim clear, proper clear. I went back to Robos, and here I went through a Apollo and Frito portal to grind out some of the monsters, and that gave me some good EXP. From level 120 onwards, I went to Moon Bunnies. Moon Bunnies have insane spawn rate, and the map density is just amazing. That's where you should go after at level 120. I did my Maple Tour runs after. So Maple Tour gives coins that will let you get a piggy bank, which will give 1 bill mesos. So that's really good. I bought some mastery books from the auction house. So during event shops, people can buy mastery books usually, and they sell it up in the auction house. So there's like a market there. So make sure to check that out for cheap mastery books. And leveling up these skills will give me a pretty big boost in range compared to getting other equips. This is probably the most cost efficient. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about this new format that I'm following. Do you guys like it, or do you want me to go back to my old one? Just let me know. I'll be trying my best to keep up with the weekly uploads. My decision to make the Kanna was really sudden. I actually had a Kanna in the Burning World, but I'm deleting that now to make an Iran for the better link skill for EXP. But anyways, hope you guys have a great day. Thanks!